I'd like to share with you a couple of statistics that you probably already know or should know. So 1 in 8 women will be diagnosed with breast cancer in the U.S. 20,000 women will be diagnosed with ovarian cancer, and they will die. 15,000 will die from ovarian cancer. For the men in our lives, 1 out of 6 will be diagnosed with prostate cancer, and 2 men are diagnosed with prostate cancer every 5 minutes in the United States. Now today, the one number I want you to take away is this. 9 times out of 10, if you detect cancer early, you will live, you will survive. 9 times out of 10. So early detection as a value proposition is important in the cancer world because it provides a better prognosis and hope for all of us.
We're here to talk about prevention and early cancer detection and microbubbles. I don't know about you guys, but I can barely hold my excitement to talk. Like, I'm so excited to talk about microbubbles. Aren't you guys?
Yes.
So, okay, what are the 5 cancers that you're working on?
Really, the person who got this going was my mom, who passed away 11 years ago. And she was misdiagnosed with a bladder infection. Many of you have heard that. We chose ovarian cancer not because my mom died of it, but it's a very difficult disease to deal with. You have confounding factors like menopause. You have a blood test that's really good, but there's no way to confirm. You can't biopsy the ovaries easily. So we had no way to really say, well, you have it. And what became clear was that the absolute best way to help women survive ovarian cancer was to detect the disease early. The second project we started on was pancreatic cancer. The third one we started, which has more impact on women than you probably don't know, is in lung cancer. But the emphasis was on never smokers. And 2/3 to 3/4 of the cases are women. And we don't know why yet. We added prostate cancer complements of the Quattrone family. And then last year, through your support, through the Canary Center, we started breast cancer program.
How do you find cancer at stage 1 as opposed to stage 4?
So one of the reasons a blood test for cancer is not easy is the fundamental molecules that are in those cells are very similar to your normal cells. And then because there's so few cancer cells, if they do make something that's unique, and how much of it eventually escapes in your blood is so small that it's hard to find it.
So what's so unique about what Sam's doing and we're doing, so you don't need a perfect blood test, you just need to go to this imaging test. And that's where we want to talk about exciting news on the microbubble stuff we've talked to you for the last 2 years. Let's go.
Let's talk about microbubbles. So what are they? How do they work? You don't look that excited.
I've never seen someone
sitting on the
so
edge
excited
of my
about
seat.
microbubbles. So the microbubbles are all about putting these bubbles into your body. They're very tiny. They're micron size. And when it latches on to the blood vessel, it'll only latch on, as it turns out, to blood vessels that are feeding tumors. And so those bubbles are going to provide a signal from deep inside your body. With the microbubbles, you can be much more confident that what you're seeing is a tumor or not.
They're like these really nice bioluminescent jellyfish that tell you if there's cancer.
Exactly. They're just like that. And another way of thinking about it is you kind of yell at them, and then yell back at a certain frequency, and we listen for that frequency.
What are some of the other technologies that you're the most excited about right now?
Well, I'm not sure I'm ever as excited as you are. We're very excited about another technology known as photoacoustics. Photoacoustics has many advantages over even the microbubbles. It can maybe even pick up smaller amounts of tumors. It's also a great Stanford technology in that it took the School of Engineering, School of Medicine, all working together to develop this technology. It shows some of the real power of our community.
Well, great. Well, I'd like to give you two a round of applause.
Thank you.
And you guys are fantastic, doing amazing work.